Give me a few moments. I need to fill you in on some other details.
Grandpa, I'd like to remember the stories how they were first told to me.
They'll be better with all this stuff I forgot. Trust me.
Please don't ruin my memories.
Aha, so we have another music box puzzle. I'm guessing the number represents the order of the colours, so purple is number 7. Yeah, we kind of worked that one out already.
See that? This is Tree Dorman, Amaya's partner.
Grandpa, Amaya doesn't need a partner. She's a strong woman by herself. Besides, he kind of seems underdeveloped.
You may be right.
So 1 and 2 are green, 3 is red, and 4 is green.
What are those?
Fairies. I couldn't figure out where they fit in the story.
Perhaps the story was better without them.
Did I tell you that the goblins rode around on rats in the caves?
No, but how does that make any sense?
Alright, well, we have our order. And it's interesting to note that the order is dependent on which pathway you chose early on. Whether you went with Wente, well, compassion, strength, or wisdom. So green, green, orange, green. Is it beige or a creamy colour? Green, and lastly, purple.
And Wente's song. How could I have forgotten Wente's song? He sang it to Alexander when he first met him.
I think a song would have made that chapter a little too long.
Well, hugs are baked with magic, they're abstract works of art. But hugs don't need equipment, cause they come right from the heart. Hugs you'll find are easy if you learn my recipe. First I'll grab you high and you'll grab low. Don't twist me up like pretzel dough. Next we squeeze our bellies, huddle. Don't make this weird, it's just a cuddle. Waft my musk and count to 3 or mayhaps to infinity. Don't mind my sweat, I'm just obese. Rub my back and then release. The purest form of love and greetings. 1 cup friendship, 10 parts feelings. Platonic or romantic, could be comic or dramatic. Sympathetic, maybe tantric. Every hug is sourced organic. They're a handshake from the heart, 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 heart. Hugs, 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 hugs. Heart and hugs, hugs and heart and hugs, hugs and hugs. Give me a hug.
Are we done?
Oh, there was another puzzle in the ice labyrinth. I feared it was too hard to understand, but perhaps I was wrong. I had to find a way to get everyone on the switches.
Right, we have 2 Ice Guardians who will follow us along the pathway. But you can see each pathway is different. If we make a wrong move, then the Ice Guardian will walk off and we have to restart. Now, thankfully, if we do things in a, well, I wouldn't say the exactly correct manner, but as long as we don't make any mistakes, the Ice Guardians will not walk off. Now, I'm making this look easy, but this one is quite, well, it's a bit of a finger, this one. It's a bit annoying when they keep disappearing, but never mind, we are done now.
Oh, and there was this whole other hidden Wetzel wolf cave. Did I ever tell you about the time I raced on top of the bridge trolls? What about my sorcery battle with the winged ones?
Stop! Your stories were perfect. Didn't you tell me that no story is ever done? It just stops being rewritten?
I will go back and fix them. We were planted in Daventry at the same time, but just like my legacy, this tree would outgrow me. It seemed like when I was younger, every door was open to me. But as I grew, one by one, they began to close. I had beefed up security on that back gate to make sure no Wetzel wolves could break in. The lock was crafted from very rare chromium I mined from the caverns in Ceridia. It was resistant to magic and required multiple keys. Of course, I couldn't remember where I had hidden them.
That seems a bit extreme. I'm not sure if wolves can use door handles, but I'm sure that would have been sufficient.
Locked as well. Really only leaves me with one choice.
Yeah, of course it does.
The sweet smell of starberries still wafted around the oven. It appeared the shop had not been sold yet.
It would have been nice to speak to Acorn again, given the opportunity. It's a shame that going down one pathway locks us out of the other two completely. Not in a case of trying to complete all three in one go, but just to speak to the characters would be nice, at least.
Still smell like something was baking. I could go for some samples. No! No! My castle! I ran back home to make sure everyone was safe.
Okay, so can't even give anyone a warning. Well, there's no one actually there, so no point. But we cannot also die in this fire. They just act as roadblocks. When was the last time we had to do this? Episode 2? Or was it just episode 1?
Well, hello there, friend.
Manny, hasn't your game grown tired and old?
Oh, I'm quite finished expending my efforts to refine this cesspit. I sacrificed my best years to the pursuit of a better Daventry. Now there's nothing left for me to do except watch as it burns to the ground and to hope that it will all be forgotten.
It was never about a better Daventry, and you know it. You just want to prove you're better than me.
Better than you? What have you ever contributed to this kingdom? If I didn't rig the night tournament, you wouldn't even be standing here. No, you owe your entire legacy to all the cretins that sacrificed their lives to build it.
Well then, leave my family out of this. Come out of hiding and face me alone. I'll grant you the rematch you so desperately seek.
Graham, your bones are too weak for a duel of strength, and your ankles would fracture in any contest of speed. Would your rusty memory even provide any decent competition in a game of wits?
What's the matter, Manny? Are you afraid if I win you will run out of excuses for why you were never crowned king?
All right. First, prove to me that you're still strong and quick. You know where to find me.
All right, mine, don't fail me now.
Alright, so the castle is off limits for now. Let's take a look around. We will be heading back up north. The trees look very burnt. But we need to collect some keys. So I won't head back up that way for now. Let's see what's down this way.
Daventry's pumpkins thrived after the squirrels moved back to Avalon. Why, hello, old friend.
The fruit picker's there, but the tree is not. Oh. One for later, possibly. Where has all the water gone?
Ah, that's right. I had tried my hand at designing an escape room. One key was definitely locked in here. If only I could remember the combination. These things are always more fun in groups.
We have lots of cuddly toys around the area.
Wonderful, my favorite. Abstract art. I can't quite recall what the picture looked like.
I have no idea. Let's just guess for now. I'm sure we will find the answer at some point soon.
Was it pink?
Oh wow, okay.
Was it orange? Wait 1 sec.
We will return. So we have squirrels, frogs, badgers, and Mr. Fancy Cakes. Which I'm guessing is the number that we need for this lock right here. This is something that we will have to return to later on, as we need to get to the area where the frogs are, which we can't reach at this point in time. Well, there's one Mr. Fancy Cakes. Oh, lovely, a weight puzzle. Something to look forward to later on. How many rabbits do we have? There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1 on the way in. So what's that, 7? The badges depend on the colour of the art. I can only see 1 Mr. Fancy Cakes. It's just a badge and a frog that we need to worry about at the moment. Ah yes, we do need to head north. But not back to Daventry just yet. I was trying to remember where this pathway was. Is that an X? Or just a cross? We will head back towards the floating island very soon. Are those? Is that meant to look like that? I mean, we have some very cartoony textures. It looks quite odd. I think we keep hold of these clues. This light will help clear up your tunnel vision. So, yes, we discovered that marking.
I was happy my lighting project had been implemented, but I did miss using my pumpkin lantern.
We did discover a marking in the trap, so that must be an X. I mentioned in a previous video about the performance of this game going downhill, and it seems to be getting worse. Oh. It seems like the goblin homes have...
Something seems off.
Looks like they've surfaced.
The key was a bit too high for me to reach.
And the goblin holes are now open. It doesn't seem apparent at the moment, but the trick here is that every time we leave the area, it changes. So if we head back now, the goblin holes are still open, but there are no homes.
I may be remembering this wrong.
Now, I believe this means they are covered up again, but there are no homes, so we need to head back in, then back out again. There we go. We are now done in this area. It's time to go and see that floating island again. Oh yeah, there's the textures again.
Goblins thrived in the rocks to the east, so I stayed away.
Surely as king you should try to make peace with them. It was Manannan who stole away Alexander. But then again, the goblins have been known to steal children before. As a prank. Oh, hold on. Why is this not working? Maybe I need to... there we go. So we have a circular plinth right here. And this plinth fits these commemorative plates. I may as well put them there in order. The idea here is that we need to turn these plates so they're the right way up. There we go. We need to make a 3-letter word out of these. The word currently escapes me right now, but we need to make a 3-letter word using these wheels. We have P, R, and when I first did this, I thought this was a H, but when you look at all these other letters, it's an I. But these wheels do not have the full alphabet on them, so we need to kind of work it out for ourselves. And the first letter is an R. We also have an R in here. I don't believe that there is an I and a P on here, so we need to find the next available letter. R-I. There we go. Rip. There isn't actually anything we can do here right now, but when we look at the island across the way, there seems to be some tents over there. It's always nice to meet the pumpkin. Pumpkin?